What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about why if you're trying to pick up women and try to date around women or trying to meet certain women, or to find romance, I feel like going to clubs and bars is kind of a waste of time. Now there is a good chance where you can meet someone where you could date and like there is potential out there, but for the most part, at least for me in my experience, I feel like it's a waste of time for me because like whenever I try to go to bars and clubs just to meet women, just to talk to them, it's extremely challenging because it got loud music playing, and other YouTubers talk about this too, and they got a good point. But I've also experienced this as well. Is like you got loud music playing, so you can't really talk to them. You gotta shout to them, you gotta yell at them just to talk to them because they can't hear you, and not only that, but like most of these women or most people in these clubs, they drink alcohol, and like so a lot of people are just here just to drink, dance, and to wild out and to be ghetto and stuff like that, you know. So if you're trying to look for a woman or you're trying to date around, I wouldn't recommend the clubs and bars because everyone, they're just dancing, and it's just like most women, they go with a group of friends, and it's like, especially with male friends, and you try to like talk to them, you try to like hit at them and stuff like that, then like most of the girlfriends, they're gonna get offended, or like they're gonna try to like make it difficult for you to interact with that one girl you're trying to talk to. And like most women, they're like they 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 trust their groups and friends more than a fucking person. So like the group of women, their opinions of you is gonna matter of how that woman feels about you. You know what I'm saying? This is how they are. And I'm not saying all of them are like that, but it's just like, so it's like it's not worth it. It's so much of a hassle. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then you got so many guys that are doing that, want the same thing, where like they're also trying to get women and try to interact with them and try to date with them and shit like that. So it's like it's you against all these people, and then you got loud ass music, you know. So it's like it's not a good place just to find love like that. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't really recommend it. You could try. I'm not saying it won't work for you. It might work for you, but for me, it's just like, and like most people are drunk. Most people are they're just wilding out. They're just dancing around and fucking around and shit like that. So it's like, what's the point? You know? So yeah. Also, like I feel like what's so hard on like for guys to like interact with women and to date them is like most, like a lot of guys, they have to make the first move, and like a lot of guys, they get discouraged because they can't find the right words to say, or like especially if there's groups of women, because women, when they go out, they don't go out by themselves. They go out, and if you do see them out by themselves, more than likely it's because they lost their friends, or they're looking for their friend, or they're in a rush. So it's like most women, I mean, it's understandable because women, they're naturally physically weaker than men. So like if they're out by themselves, they might risk of like getting like kidnapped or raped or just shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why women go in packs and stuff like that, or they go with their guy friends, which is understandable. So it's like for guys to interact with women or to try to pick them up, it's like it's kind of hard for them to do that because it's like it's just him, and then they see a group of women and they can't find the right words to say, or they feel like they say the wrong thing, then they're going to get rejected or they're going to get put down. And it's hard for guys out here to kind of like to be confident. It's not them lacking confidence, it's more so it's a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if most men were talking to women one-on-one, it'd be a lot easier, but it's hard to do that because in this society, in this world, we're constantly on the go. So like you got bars and clubs, which isn't a good idea. Even within social settings and stuff like that, you just see women like they're either with their families, or like most of them are taken. But most of these women in these relationships, more than likely, they don't really like their boyfriend. It's usually like a very shallow relationship. They just have that guy just so they can like not be lonely and stuff like that. So these relationships are very shallow because most women, they don't like being alone like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so with guys, it's so hard for them to like, or even then, like if guys, if they say the wrong thing, or if they look a certain way, they don't want to come off as a creep, or they don't want to come across as like a weirdo or thirsty, because there's so much program, there's so much like social media influence, stuff like that. So guys get very hesitant of that. You know what I'm saying? Or like women, like they don't like women, they don't sometimes don't give the guys a chance, or like they're just very like they're very sheltered and stuck up. So like they'll be like, oh, I got a boyfriend, or like, I don't talk to you, or like women, they make it so hard for guys to interact with them, because like I understand women and guys, they have different like languages, they have different like, because women, they're more emotional, and guys are more illogical. So like if women were like, they're like testing the man, or like again like a fucking, it's just stuff like that, like men, they'll take it the wrong way, and then it's just hard. So like, because it's very rare for me to see women approach men, and I understand men, they're supposed to approach women masculine and feminine, but it's just like, it's sometimes hard for guys to do that, you know. So I mean, there are ways. He's got to be confident and just interact with them and act normal, but at the same time, it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to do it when there's groups of women, because most women, they go into groups, and when you have one guy, it's just like they don't want to embarrass themselves, or they don't want to look a certain way. So that's one of the reasons why it's hard for guys to approach women like that. You know what I'm saying? Or like they don't want to say the wrong things, and then they're gonna get looked at as weird. And it's not only that, but it's rejection too, because most women, they have so many options, I feel like, and they have, so like they naturally have a mindset where like they could get any guy, or like they know their value. So like any guy that they don't see potential with, or they don't like, they could be attracted to that guy. But if these women, if they're shy themselves, if they don't know how to talk to people and shit like that, they're gonna shut that person down because of their anxiety, because of their social anxiety and stuff like that. And then that guy will take it the wrong way, and then it's like, as guys, they feel rejected, and like it seems like every woman they approach, they always get rejected. So guys get discouraged, and like sometimes they kind of give up within trying to pick up women, try to date them, and try to game them and stuff like that. So that's a problem. But, and like most people, I've noticed this too, like most, and there's nothing wrong with this, but most relationship couples, even a YouTuber even talked about this, and he's right. Go watch the 33 Secrets on his channel. He talks about this. He's right. Like most people, when they get into relationships, is off of work or friend group circle. It's very rare where like you see a guy and a female, they get into a relationship by them not working at the same job, not working at the same career field or the same work area, or them not meeting each other through a friend group. You know what I'm saying? Most of these relationship couples, they meet them through like a friend group, through like a social circle, or like a work situation. And shout out to the 33 Secrets, Matt Cross. He mentioned this in his YouTube channel, and he's right. He's very right. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel, because most of the information I've learned from was from him, and he's legit. He's right. Most relationships happen because they meet them through like their friend circle, through their social circle, through a work situation. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was me, because there are times where I'll talk to women, and like even we'll like date around. Again, it was through like a work situation, it's through a social situation. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. If people want to do that, if I want to do that, then go ahead. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it's like, this is why it's so hard for guys to get off their comfort. I want to say off their comfort zone. I guess it is, but like, because guys, they're just living a life through having, by hope they'll get lucky. But the problem is that like, you have to approach life by like try to be confident, try to meet new people away from your social circle, away from group circles, and from your work situation, and from your job circle. Try to meet women away from that area. But it's so hard for guys to do that, because they don't want to look down upon, or like the women always go in groups, and they don't want to embarrass themselves and stuff like that. So it gets kind of complicated. You know what I'm saying? And like, and these women, and if they reject these men pretty hard and harsh, or they're very cold towards them, if they're not polite about it, then men, they'll take it the hard way. Or if men always constantly experience rejection, it's gonna lower their confidence and lower their self-esteem. So it's gonna be so hard for them to like to believe in themselves. you know, it's how it is. So it's like, that what makes it hard for guys out there. But I guess my advice is to just keep working on yourself. Even if you get rejected, just learn new things. Try to like learn from it. Try to learn about dating techniques. Learn about like women's psychology. Learn about men's psychology. Learn about dating education. There's so many videos, so much information out there on YouTube. Try to study those and try to apply it to yourself. But also what other YouTubers talk about that I learned from is to take care of your body, take care of your hygiene, have good hygiene, dress nice, and treat women how they're just regular human beings. So treat them how you want to be treated. Be genuine, don't lie, act like yourself, act like you are interested in them. Don't hide, don't have intentions of you hiding things. Don't lie, be honest, be upfront, get to know them, and hope for the best, and you'll be good. You know, I feel like most rejection comes from not being by not acting like yourself too. Like if you find a woman attractive, then why not just tell her, hey, you know, you're attractive, nice to meet you, introduce yourself, tell her where she's from, and then that's how the conversation will start. You know, some of them may be receptive to it, some not, and then it is what it is, and it's not meant to be, and just move on and just try to talk to a different one. You know what I'm saying? But just don't get discouraged. You know, just keep putting yourself out there, keep meeting them. It's fun doing it too. It's fun getting to meet people and to interact with them, and you know what I'm saying. So again, watch the 33 Secrets. He talks about this. His channel is really good, yeah. So that's all I gotta say, and have a good one. And also, it's hard for men too, because like women, if they get approached a lot by different guys, more likely these guys, they probably say the same things or they do the same things. So like women, they just view most guys as like doing the same things pretty much. So it's like they're automatically going to reject them if these guys say the same thing. These women, they don't give these guys a chance to actually get to know them, because most women, they don't ask questions about these guys most of the time. When guys approach them, they don't ask them, oh, where you from, how's your family life, where you work, or like what makes you you, what's your hobbies. You know, women, they don't usually ask those questions unless, you know what I'm saying, like women, they're so guarded pretty much, which is understandable, but it's like this is what makes it hard for guys to approach them, because most women, they're just so guarded, and they rely on their friend group circle. So it's hard for women to get to know guys because they don't give them a chance as much as they should. You know what I'm saying? Because they need to realize that guys, when they approach them, it is nerve-wracking. It's scary for them because they don't want to come across a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So due to like social programming and societal programming, you know what I'm saying? So those are the factors that comes into play. But clubs and bars, I wouldn't recommend going there to pick up women, because you got loud music, a lot of people are drunk, a lot of guys want the same thing. Most women, they're all drunk, so it's like it's not really a place to do that. And just like most guys, they just come there and they're more likely just having fun with their friends and a group of people, so they're not interested in like finding a partner. They're just having a girls' night out pretty much. So it's kind of a waste of time and stuff like that. And some of them are seeking attention and validation, especially because they know how much guys want to approach them. So you know what I'm saying? So there's so many factors. And again, I've learned these from the 33 Secrets. He talks about this. I got this from him. I'm not trying to steal anyone's information. Shout out to him. Make sure and I got these from other YouTube channels as well. So make sure you guys check them out. But there's a lot of YouTube content creators who gives good advice. Take care of yourself, have clean hygiene, dress nice, be genuine, don't have any ill intentions. I mean, you shouldn't have ill intentions towards anyone. So just be genuine, be be like vulnerable, but in a sociable way. Have social intelligence, have emotional intelligence, act like yourself, be truthful, and like just have confidence and act like yourself and be genuine, and you'll be straight. You know, just be polite, be classy, and you'll be good. And I'm sure you could get a lot of women like that. So, or potentially meet your future wife and stuff like that. You know, so that's all I gotta say. And have a good one, and learn from rejections too. So like, if you said things you regret saying, or you feel like you came across a certain way when you're trying to approach women, just learn from these situations. Take notes if you have to. Maybe if you were too nervous, maybe if you didn't introduce yourself perfectly, maybe you weren't genuine, maybe you weren't like, maybe you're too focused on yourself, not too focused on the person, or you're too focused on that person, but you weren't focused on yourself. Then learn from these situations. Also learn about dating education, women's psychology, and go back to the drawing board, and then put yourself out there, and you'll be good, and learn from these experiences. And the best way to gain a lot of social skills as well is to constantly talk to people and meet new people, even if it means going to clubs and parties, or just even within work situations or social events. Go to that, there's a lot of social events like sports events, barbecues, or hanging out with your coworkers, your friends, anything that involves people around. Put yourself out there, be familiar with people, being around them, talking to them. That's how you increase your social skills. So that will lessen the social anxiety that you have. The more you're around people, the more you talk to people, the more social skills muscle, the more comfortable you'll be around people, especially talking to women. So that's how you also improve your social skills. That at least works for me. So that's all I gotta say. And take care of your body, take care of yourself, and you'll be straight. And have a good one. Peace.